All right, so we've brought back in Jonathan to talk a little bit more about how to move forward with InVision, making better prototypes. To start with, how would you go about making a higher fidelity prototype than our current sort of clickable prototype in InVision?
Sure, there's a couple of ways that you can do this, Jay. The first way is we have this option called overlays. So you can make like a modal window or a drop-down menu, and you simply basically need to mock up a section of your screen or an image of the section of your screen and upload that as a separate screen. And InVision will allow you to use that screen as an overlay on top of any existing screen. So that would be one method. Another method is you can use advanced animations through animated GIFs. An animated GIF we accept in InVision so that you can demonstrate an advanced interaction.
Right. So as an example, our current navigation drawer, we could use that as an overlay, and it would just sort of show up actually on top of the other screens.
Sure, that's a great example.
Perfect. So what are some other tools within InVision that we can use to sort of make better prototypes? What other options are there?
Sure. There are a number of different options in InVision that allow you to share out the project, to see the workflow or the progress of your screens as you move it through the time or the life cycle of your project. We also have a feature called boards that allows you to showcase your designs in different formats. So for example, if you have a prototype that you have in a website, but then you also want to display it in a mobile phone or a tablet, you can display all of those in a single board.
Right. Okay, that makes perfect sense. And then are there sort of best practices for doing user research with these clickable InVision prototypes?
That's a great question. The best practice is to turn off hotspot hinting. That's an advanced feature when you share out a share link. So when you click the share link button, there's an advanced option that allows you to then turn off hotspot hinting or prevent hotspot hinting. This allows a user to then view the prototype either on a mobile device or on a desktop computer and click around and interact, but they're not prompted with your hotspots because otherwise you'll get feedback that may not necessarily be natural or organic.
Right, because you'll have maybe a tiny hotspot, but if it's brought out in blue and the user is like, oh, well, clearly that's a thing because it's bright blue square over this image.
Exactly, yeah. Preventing those sort of prompts or tips to the user is always best because you want the user to give you the most natural feedback that they would otherwise give you in a normal environment.
Right, you don't want to optimize this app for being shown in this format, you want to optimize the app for being used.
Exactly.
Awesome. Thanks for coming in and giving us so much insight.
Thanks for having me.